Hi everyone, Sean back from the Sci-Fi Model Guy, and welcome to another build series. This time we're going to be building the H.A.L 9000 1-to-1 scale model from Mobius. And this is the H.A.L computer from 2001: A Space Odyssey, as well as one of my favorite movies, 2010, The Year We Make Contact. So it's a really cool model, very simple. Now in the video here, I do mention I said this is probably going to be a one-part series. I was completely wrong. We're doing a lot of unboxing here, talking about the model and our plans. And just to show you real quick where we are with the kit right now, I've got it right here. So here's H.A.L looking really sharp and everything. So it's really turning out really nice. And I did get the soundboards. I think I mentioned that in the video here somewhere, that I was going to do a soundboard on this and have this thing actually speak like H.A.L. So I ordered that the other day. These came in from Amazon. These are 4-button 5-minute recording thing. I don't know the brand, but there's 4 little buttons on here that you can program different sounds into, and this little guy can plug in through USB into your computer and record up to 5 minutes of audio. It was a little bit complicated to get it to load. Now I did use this board, if you don't recall, on the 3-foot Enterprise, the 350 scale TOS Enterprise that we built, and that one had the 4 buttons on there for phasers, photon torpedoes, as well as like a little battle simulation that we did. So I got another one. These are like $14.99 each on Amazon. If you're looking for it, just look for 4-button 5-minute audio recording, and you'll find this little guy here. So it uses 3 AAA batteries. It's got these things. It's pretty easy to do. It took a little bit of work to get the programming to get it to work, but it wasn't too much trouble if you're at all used to computers. So anyway, we're going to be using that, and I went ahead and drilled some small holes into the H.A.L unit right here. You can't really see them. We'll show them in the next video, but I wanted to kind of give you guys a preview of what's coming up with this one. So that is it for the intro on this one. Now, hopefully you're seeing this video when it uploads or sometime early in the morning. Now, tomorrow, Sunday, November 16th, I think it is. I don't have a calendar, 17th. I'll put it up on the screen there to make sure. But it's tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central. We are going to have the Sci-Fi Workshop number 3, episode 3, and we're going to have Stark of Iron from Stark of Iron. He's a good friend of the channel, and Tony's going to talk about the little home scratch build sets that he's made. He's made some really cool iron, mask and everything. The gauntlet, or the hand with the arc reactor. He's done some really cool stuff. So we're gonna chat about that, and hopefully you're all still with us here. We are going to be doing all the viewer mail that's come in. So I'm going to be putting all that together in a nice slideshow presentation. I'm going to send emails to everybody that sent me stuff, just as, hey, I'm going to have you on. So it'd be great to see everybody there. So if you're seeing this between now and tomorrow night, and you've got some pictures of things that you'd like to showcase on the show, now's the time to send them to me. The email address is right there on the screen. It's the sci-fi model guy at gmail.com. Just send your first name, some pictures of your stuff, maybe a little description of it, and we're going to share it all. So I've been really looking forward to doing that with you guys, of showcasing the viewer mail on these live streams. So now we're in a position where we're going to start doing that and catch up with some of the people that have been sending us some things as time's been going on. So I'm going to get right over there and email everyone and let them know that you're going to be on the show, which is one thing I always do. Once I get your emails, I will send an email to you and confirm the day before it's going to load, so you have notification if you want to come on and see your stuff showcased. All right, everyone, that's the intro for this one. We will see you again next week for the finishing up of H.A.L. And the other update is I did finally find my oil paints, so I'm going to be doing the background for the bird of prey and building that diorama. I'm going to have a own little series on that, maybe 1 or 2 videos for that. So if you're into oil painting and stuff like that, do a little Bob Ross technique type of thing. We're going to paint the background for the bird of prey, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to getting the brushes out again and paint. It's been a couple of years, so should be fun. All right, everyone, we'll see you down the road, and thanks for joining us. Okay, everyone, I'm back here in the shop, and we are going to do the first and probably the only 1-to-1 scale model in this entire channel's history. Maybe we win a few $1 billion and can build a real-life enterprise, but anyway, until that happens, we're going to have to stick with H.A.L here. And this is from Mobius, and picked this up at Smith Brothers Hobby Shop over in Northridge, California. I know I have plugged them quite a number of times, but can't plug them enough. It is such a great shop. If anyone is anywhere near the Los Angeles area, please go to the Smith Brothers Hobby Shop. So pick this up over there, along with some other cool stuff that we will get to later. There is actually a really cool Odyssey. I'm sorry, not Odyssey, the Discovery. There's a Discovery model that I picked up there, and this is a super cool 41-inch one that's going to be an incredibly fun build. That was a really expensive piece. This one here was $49.99, and the Discovery is quite a bit more. But it was an early birthday present, or sorry, early Christmas present, or a late birthday present. One of the two. Pick one of them. It was a present to me from my adoring wife. So anyway, here we are with H.A.L, and we're opening this up, as you saw, and we're going to see what's going on in here. Now, this does come with an LED. It does, let's see, it's a 1-to-1 scale plastic model kit, skill level 3, ages 15 and up, featuring light up LED eye, and that's really the really cool thing. And let's see here. We're going to take on all these pieces here. There are some electronics, some decals. Let's flip this over here and see what this has to say here on the back. This is going to be a really quick build, you guys. Maybe even just a one video series. Let's see. The H.A.L 9000 became operational in 1991 at the H.A.L laboratories in Urbana, Illinois, where he first achieved consciousness. H.A.L is the sentient learning computer able to reason, interpret human behaviors, make informed decisions, and communicate verbally. H.A.L 9000 is ultimately installed as the onboard computer on the Discovery X-Ray Delta I, a deep space exploratory craft where, with assistance from crew members Frank Poole and David Bowman, he controls the entire ship. When a monolithic object of extraterrestrial origin is discovered in orbit around Jupiter, the Discovery is sent to investigate and collect data related to the mysterious artifact. Due to conflicting information and his mission programming, the H.A.L 9000 malfunctions, becomes paranoid, and ends all of the crew except for Commander David Bowman, who manages to survive by removing H.A.L's core memory banks. Yet the mystery of the monolith remains, and David Bowman is about to take the trip of his life. Yeah, the trip being the operative word there, if you have seen 2001. Great movie. Actually, I prefer 2010. I grew up watching that in the mid-'80s. I thought it was a fantastic movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time is 2010. Okay, let's see what do we got here. The H.A.L 9000 nameplate decal, textured faceplate, clear dual lens, red LED eye, and a speaker grill. Okay. The other thing here it says the 1-to-1 scale model of H.A.L 9000 is a precision-tooled styrene kit of cinema's most famous artificial intelligence, 14 inches tall, fully assembled. The kit includes a display stand and features a light-up LED eye. Cement and paint are required, sold separately, of course. Okay, let's see. Let me make sure I didn't take any directions out. It looks like maybe there aren't any here. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Okay, this is a... Well, I'll just go ahead and open it up. Be very careful here. And we're going to see what's in this little goodie. There we go. H.A.L 9000 with some other things. Nippon Kagu Japan. Oh, I guess that's just where it was made. But they're decals. Reset. There's a reset button. Interesting. Maybe he had a reset button. If he did have a reset button, why didn't they just press that? Just Hey, H.A.L? Yes, Dave. Restart. Affirmative, Dave. Guess we wouldn't have a movie in that case. Okay, here is the LED container. It's in nice bubble wrap, which is cool. I just want to make sure that I don't cut the wire here. There we go. Sorry if this light is reflecting on everybody. I have to kind of turn it away so that the camera doesn't get blinded, but then that prevents me from seeing. Okay, so this is a 9-volt battery connection, okay, and it has the LED eye and the a little switch here, on and off switch. Very good. Okay, you know what? Why don't we just test this out real quick? I will be right back. Okay, back here with a little battery. You know, I run out because sometimes I leave on my 9-volt chips. There we go. Nice and simple with a little switch there. That's cool. That's nothing we couldn't have done by ourselves. I have little switches. I've got LED lights that we could paint red or put a red. That would be nice. But it came with it, and that's good. But it's a very simple setup here. So so for anyone who's new to lighting or anything, I mean, this is like as simple as you can get. You can buy these little 9-volt connectors with power extensions on them. You plug them in. You get a simple switch on off that you could actually buy at Home Depot and connect them. Pretty simple process. All right, let's open up the rest of the kit. It looks like there are no instructions. And I don't know if it just doesn't come with them, or maybe they're on the side of the box. We'll take another look when we get everything opened up. Hopefully the instructions aren't on the bag here. Just a bunch of warnings. Yeah, just cautions. Okay, always check. Nothing left in the bag. Okay, it looks like some nice quality here. It does feel oily, very slick. So I'm going to have to really give these a good wash. You can see this sheen on there. We're going to have to get rid of that with some sanding, wash it off, and get it ready to accept some paint. Okay, this I'm not so sure I like this on here, where it says 2001: A Space Odyssey. That maybe I'll sand that down. I want this to look like HAL. I don't want it to be an advertisement for the movie. Here we go with I guess it's just the inside. The LED light would go through here. Let me see. I don't know if this is flash or if it needs to be on there. Let's see here. This looks like it would be the right way to go. And this guy just kind of locks them on there, maybe. That looks about right. But we'll find out. Now here is the clear part. Now I might... Okay, so we've got some nasty these little pegs on there. Don't like those. So we'll just pull them off right now. And this here, this looks like it might be some kind of a locking mechanism or something to snap it in. So I'm not going to touch that now. But that's essentially how it goes there. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to look. There's not much to this thing. Oh, you know what? I bet you the instructions are right here. How clever that is, huh? So here's the frame, and the instructions are right here. And here's the base. This is pretty cool. This material is already kind of scuffed. I feel some texture here, which is nice because it's going to give a nice metallic look, like it's polished aluminum. You know, sometimes you see aluminum and there's like streaks in there. That's kind of the look I'm getting, or the feeling I'm getting here with this. So that's nice. There's some texture there. Really cool. Very solid. Good quality material. So we'll just move all these out of the way here. I'm really glad. I was getting a little bit nervous that there weren't any instructions with that. Oh, and before I go any further, I was saying, this guy here, this clear part, I probably will end up painting with some smoke. I've got some smoke stuff here. I believe this is it. Yeah, this is it. It's smoke. It's basically a thing. You can do airbrush and just kind of tint it a little bit. Think of a tint in a car or something like that, because I think I would like it a little bit dull, maybe even around the edges a little bit more here, like where you see it's darker. Of course, I'll light it first and see if the light doesn't take care of that, and the contours and everything here might take care of that with shadows. But I'm just off the cuff here thinking might do a little bit of smoke, light smoke here around the edge, and then gradually fade it up to the middle where it's a little more clear. That might give a cool illusion, because Hal kind of, in the movie, if you've seen it, it's not always super bright. It kind of subtly changed. At least maybe that's just my memory, but we're going to have to figure that out as we go. Okay, it looks like it's pretty straightforward. We've got one page. Well, there's 2 pages here, really. I have 2 sides of this. The paint, okay, we'll start the... No, we're not going to start with the paint. Let's start with the beginning here. It says here, make sure to read the assembly, painting, and decal tips on the left side of the front page before... Okay, which is here. All right, so it's saying with the lens, place the lens decals number 2 and 3 as shown. Where are those? So there are decals for the lens, huh? That's interesting. Let's see here. No, was that the thing I had just opened? I am so stupid. I just recut a thing I didn't need to. I'm leaving that in. Screw it. All right, so there's the HAL 9000 decal number 1. Is that a piece? No, it's not. Okay. Sorry, I'm like going through this as if I'm not recording a video. My apologies. Place the lens decals number 2 and 3 as shown. Cement the lens, focus mounting ring, blah, 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 blah. Tells you how to apply all this stuff. Okay. Important. Electronic components are fragile. Handle with care. It's telling us how to basically do everything. We're not going to go over that right now. But these little call-outs, let's see. It will be best to paint individual parts and apply decals before cementing them together. This will result in a superior finish kit and aid in the ease of assembly and finishing process. Okay, that's a good point. Oh, so here's that Japanese stuff does go on there. Those were decals for the kit right there, number 2 and number 3. So where it said Fuka... I'm sorry, Nippon Kogaku Japan, number 89008, Fisheye Nikko. Okay, maybe that's that's interesting. I never knew that about the HAL 9000. That maybe there's some, like maybe because it's a camera and cameras were really good quality from Japan. Who knows? I have to look at that. Someone watching maybe make a comment and educate me on that. Okay, so it says, yeah, it will be best to paint individual paints and apply decals before cementing parts together. This will result in a superior finish kit and aid in the ease of assembly and finishing process. Use white glue, sparingly applied to attach clear lens parts to the model. Regular styrene model kit glue or CA glue, I don't know how to read it, but that's CA glue, has a tendency to fog clear plastic. Okay. So, with that, I do have, in my little hand here, a fresh bottle of Testors Clear Parts Cement and Window Maker. I bought this, maybe 6 months ago. I saw it at Hobby Lobby. I'm like, this is interesting stuff. I might need it someday. And guess what, folks? I need it for this. So that is the glue we will use to assemble the clear stuff there. I hadn't even thought of using it. I just had a feeling this was for clear stuff, and when I picked it up, I'll probably use it someday. I do some clear parts. We do clear stuff on the channel with windows, but typically we're able to use the regular model cement for that and not have to worry about clear. But this is also a window maker, so I'm very interested in seeing what this product can do. So we will use that definitely for H.A.L, for the fisheye lens, or the lens. Okay, paint. The general paint colors described are suggestions only. Feel free to choose colors of your own liking or colors that you feel best represent the original props as seen on the film. Okay. The facing says black. The frame, aluminum silver. Lens frame is silver. Focusing ring, semi-gloss black. Lens mount, flat black. Okay, that's behind there. Okay, so that black behind will add to that shadowy stuff that we were talking about. Speaker grill, gunmetal, which we have. The base is black with white tight paint. Okay, this is the part here. I'm not going to be doing that 2001: A Space Odyssey. I'm going to sand that down and make this a stand as if it's H.A.L. Heck, I might even do a speaker behind there. I can get a cool soundboard for a little bit of money with some cheap. It comes with a speaker, and just have a little button that says all the H.A.L sayings. I think that would be cool. Why don't we do that? We'll do that with this one. The builder may wish to add a flat panel to the back of the model. The thin sheet styrene or smooth mat board may be cut to fit. Okay, so they're talking about back here. There is no back plate for this. So I do have some styrene. We can put that over there. That might be a good suggestion, or just leave it open. No one's going to see the back, really, but it's an option. Battery may be positioned as shown right there. So I'm guessing right there. With this guy kind of like that. And oh yeah, it fits right in there. Okay. Yeah, and it did come, there's a piece of 3M double sticky tape here. I might just go with some Velcro, I don't know, or just tape. I tend to just tape batteries in on my stuff because, like I said, no one ever sees it, and you're going to replace them anyway, especially if you're like me and you leave the light on. These things don't tend to last very long, and you just need something to quickly take it off and put it in. Okay. Mobius models for lost or missing parts. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, important. Read this first. Before assembling the model, study the pictures carefully. These instructions include drawings as well as images of an actual build up for reference. Okay, so I'm guessing this one, or maybe that one. This model kit is modeled of styrene plastic. Use only compatible glues. Apply cement to inside surfaces of the model only. Okay, these are just general tips here. Don't hurry. Work carefully. Test fit your parts for best. Assemble the model kit in the order indicated. Use paint that is made for use on plastic. As this is a straightforward kit with only a few large pieces, it will be best to paint the individual parts before cementing them together. That is probably the best piece of advice so far that I've read here. To just go ahead and paint them individually, which I was thinking, because you have a lot of things kind of going inside and outside like this here. It's okay. Like for this one, normally we do say to make sure you put glue on bare plastic. In this case, you could probably get away with putting glue on paint, although right in here, for instance, this faceplate, that inside, I will definitely be scraping this away here. But, the model is going to be sitting upright like that, and it's not going to have gravity pulling on very few spaces here. So I think that's probably why it says there to go ahead and paint everything first. But like this here, the speaker grill is, we'll definitely scrape off the paint on the inside, but that's a really nice and sturdy way to fit this down there. That's cool. So many models have such a very thin piece, or the connection points of two pieces are very thin, and you got to hold it for a long time. This is going to glue right in. It's going to be no problem, and we'll be fine. So the thing is going to be, now we're talking about a soundboard, right? So if you look here, I can see in here there are these little squares in there. And we can definitely get a small drill bit in there. Let's pick one of the smaller ones here. There we go. We can take one of these guys with the Dremel tool, and it fits right in there, you see? So I could drill, you know, a square of these out in the middle really easily, and on the back I can put some screen, just very light screen, even a screen door, like the screen door mesh. You use a little piece of that, put that on there, maybe even not do anything at all, but just drill that through to make these holes so the sound can come through. And those soundboards that you can order, when I figure it out, I'll definitely put a link in the description. It will probably be in this video. I'm guessing this is going to be a one video series, probably two. We'll probably make it two. But anyway, yeah, I'll order another soundboard, put that behind, and there's a small speaker. It's about like this big, and it'll go right there. We'll figure a way to mount it and everything, and get load up some H.A.L sounds into this thing with a little button that will just play the sounds. Okay. Decal application, apply them only after it's dry, dip them in water, okay, just standard decal application stuff. So this is going to be a quick one, you guys. We got nice paint schema here. I think I'm going to just go with their recommendation, nice flat black here and all those things, silver. I've got a couple different silvers, so I'll add a little bit of a nuance to it. We'll drill it, we'll order the soundboard, I will get a link for that, and we'll put that in there and have a lot of fun. Now, the programming of those soundboards gave me a little bit of trouble when we did the Enterprise, the 351, but it's not impossible. Now, the only thing is that the little speaker that comes with the programmable soundboard isn't that great. So I mean, if you were going to do this and you really wanted good sound, you could buy a set of like $20 computer speakers and plug it into that little soundboard, and they work just fine. The only thing is you need another power source for it. So just keep that in mind if you're going to go with a bigger speakers. And I'm just talking like $20 speakers you get at Walmart or something, just basic plug-in computer speakers. You could probably fit one back here in some way. Right here, it might be a little bit difficult, but you could probably do it and have some nice bass sound and some like really clear H.A.L sounds. But I'm not going to go that far with this one. Just a simple H.A.L 9000, and he will go really nice back there behind me for these intro videos and make a cool addition. Okay, so the only real alteration we're going to have here is just we're going to be sanding this down. I don't want the 2001 Space Odyssey on there. All right. Well, guys, that's it. When I start fitting this together, I'll figure out how this goes. It doesn't look like it'll be too hard. But yeah, I'll come back with an update here in a minute. So see you soon.